All right. It's been a long time, folks, but it is 2025. Time to get my act back together with Diggtown News Agency, where we only broadcast real news. No fake news here, my good people. I got a story for you. I'm Reverend Digg, and I'm going to bring a story that's probably going to shake things up a bit. So TikTok made a big old return, and personally I'm very happy about that. But while everyone was scrambling for what's next, I took a leap over to Rednote, the Chinese version of TikTok, and let me tell you what I found over there. It's like stepping into a whole world of new, one that makes you feel like we're 100 years behind. First up is education. Yeah, you heard that right. No student loans dragging you down. No debt following you around. Don't have to worry about that monstrous bill coming to take everything away. Over in China, learning is for everyone. It don't cost you a dime. Over there, they take value in an educated population. And guess what else is free? Healthcare, like most every country on earth. Not having to worry about that big old monstrous bill that you get when you check out, where you have to sell a kidney to get a liver. But wait, it gets better, people. Did you know the cost of living in China is 45% less than the United States? I didn't. Get this, rent, on average, it's 60% lower. I mean, you can live in luxury for what we're shelling out for a tiny studio apartment. That ain't right. And China is also #1, and it is the #1 country for poverty reduction, lifting over 800 million people out of extreme poverty. Meanwhile, back home, we are the leading nation in poverty. Compared to all developed countries, that's right, USA, #1 in poverty. That's a tough pill to swallow for me. How about you? It's not just about the numbers. It's also about their kindness and welcomeness to us foreigners. There's something truly magical over there on how they share and live their lives with such warmth and generosity, making you feel right at home. That ain't no lie. And honestly, it seems like the government's actually for the people of that country. Feels like our government don't want us to know that. They don't want us, seeing that you can actually survive off one job, the average person. They don't want us seeing people over there living their happiest and healthiest lives. Meanwhile, where 2 or 3 jobs won't barely keep the lights on. Doesn't seem right for the beacon of the world to be so wrong. And speaking of moderation, wow! Those city landscapes, their transportation system, it's like they're living in the future or something. Or we're just living in the past, I guess. You know, their public transport is a marvel. High-speed trains, state-of-the-art subways, efficient and clean, light years ahead. Makes you wonder, how did we fall so far behind? And then there's healthcare. Did you know in America we have something called pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs, and they control 80% of the prescription market. While they rake in billions and billions, while patients struggle to afford the meds they need to live, like myself and insulin, in China, healthcare spending per person is way lower, with their life expectancy being way higher. With breathing in all that pollution, you'd think would be lower. And you know, that's, not spending all that extra money on unnecessary middlemen who control our fate in the USA. You know, China is also one of the healthiest countries. Despite spending dramatically less healthcare money, once again, our system ranks last in high-income countries. Were you aware that over 50% of every healthcare dollar goes to the middleman and non-essential costs? It's like government, like the Chinese government has a government for its people, while it's starting to seem like, well, for a while now, we have a government for the oligarchs, padding their pockets. The rich get richer. We're just trying to survive. Now, folks, I ain't saying everything's right over there, but they are doing something right. Something we need to pay attention to. So next time you hear about TikTok, Rednote, remember there's a whole world out there with lessons that we can't afford to miss. This selfishness and greed that has plagued our country needs to go away. We need a rebirth, because it ain't right. Because we don't have decent rich people in the country, apparently. They should be paying their fair share, and then them talking about, oh, we don't have money for the people of the USA. Why we eat poisonous food that ain't allowed in other countries? That ain't right. And I'm pissed off. I hope you are too. Why do we have to have middlemen in everything? That is because of selfishness and greed. You and me don't mean nothing to them except how much they're going to squeeze out of us. And once they bleed us dry, guess what? They're probably going to let you die. We got a lot of great things in this country, but a lot of wrong people have hijacked the country, it appears. How could we be the richest nation in the world and be the #1 in poverty? That's BS. How is it that billionaires and millionaires pay less in federal taxes than average teacher, gas station attendant, myself? That ain't right. And to pay for the tax cuts for the rich, How are they gonna pay for that? Oh, let's see. Looks like they're coming after our health care. Anybody that needs nutritional food for them and their families, but can't afford anything beyond the Dollar Tree because they're getting, what's the word? You know what I'm talking. They're getting oofed. And you know, it doesn't have to be this way, people. Take a look at the rest of the world, because what you're gonna find is staggering. As I said, we are one of, I think we are, maybe there's 2 countries, but every country on earth as a human right provides health care for their people. You know, preventative health care. You know, in those same countries, you know what they do? They don't allow all these harmful chemicals in the food, like corn syrup and all these other nasty chemicals that humans shouldn't be ingesting. But it's a free ticket to the hospital, almost guaranteed to make you diabetic. You know, there's a reason why 3/4 of every commercial on US TV is for a medicine. First half is happy, shiny people. Ooh, I feel amazing. It's so good. I feel so good because of this drug. And then the other half is all the, you know, the side effects you most likely probably might experience, you know. That ain't right. Power to the people. Fuck. We need to take care of our own, you know. All right, that's I could go on forever, but you know, I'm gonna close it out. Just like that. Once again, this is Reverend Diggity, Diggtown News 2025, baby.